Well, Miss Melanie.
Miss Nancy, good morning.
Too simple.
What? What are you talking about?
This is the Bay Area. That's not good enough.
Trouble Busters!
My name is Melanie. I don't want to go to a lunch party. I see.
I would really love for you and Susan to come since you two are so unique.
Hey, Madam Nancy?
What is it, Susan? I would like to think of a reason to turn down your offer, so would you be able to wait a second?
Susan?
Huh? What do you mean?
We'll go for sure. Thank you so much for the invitation. That's how I ended up signing myself up to a lunch party. 3 hours later. I was going to go home to watch anime with Susan later.
What a fancy name. Grateful Heaven Mansions.
I mean, they're really nice apartments. You don't have to say things like you did earlier, though, okay?
I was just speaking on behalf of what you were thinking.
It's a good thing to be honest, but thanks to you, I have to go through this stupid luncheon. Not mess with Nancy anymore. You make sure you behave yourself at her house, okay?
Okay, I'll be copying the Bible onto papers or something to kill the time. We've been waiting for you, Miss Melanie.
Thank you for coming to pick us up.
Hello, Susan.
Hello.
Let's begin. Take your glasses.
Yes, ma'am.
1, 2, 3.
Don't you mess with the Bay Area mums. Cheersies!
Huh? Cheersies.
This is the first time you've been at one of these gatherings, right, Miss Melanie?
Yeah.
I knew it. I can tell people who don't live in fancy mansions just by the aura they put off. I totally get it, too. The second we opened the door after the doorbell rang. I'll open it now. You push the 38th floor, but normally the elevator has a lock on it, and unless Miss Nancy unlocks it, you can't come in.
Wow, that's incredible security.
I mean, me too. You live on the 16th floor. Good job. It's barely in there, but it's still got elevator locks.
I see. So all of you live here in these apartments.
Yeah, I live on the 38th floor, leading everyone. Ms. Lily lives on the 16th floor, and Miss Teresa lives on the 5th floor. We're all apartment buddies. Thank you so much. I'm so happy that you think I'm your buddy. The security that the lock provides is nice, but isn't the elevator lock sometimes annoying? Right, Miss Teresa? Oh, I'm so sorry for being so insensitive. You live on the 5th floor, so you don't have an elevator lock. I'm so sorry. No, it's totally fine. I do think that the higher levels need some kind of security, but I don't know how I feel about the mid-tier levels such as yours, Ms. Lily. Do you really need the extra security? Yeah, I guess the people will get through the lock will come to my floor, 38th floor anyways. Yeah, that's true. Oh, then I guess people wouldn't go to your floor, would they, Miss Teresa? You don't have the kind of wealth that thieves want. I don't even know if that's really worth anything, you know? I don't know. I think that they might think that we're cutting back on rent so that we can add more to savings, you know? That's true. Whatever the case, I think it's more likely that we've got money than the tryhards. I mean, people who live in the mid-tier level at best. That's also true. Huh? I don't know about that. I think that they would just avoid the lower tier levels completely because they're trash. I mean, they're probably poor. Anyway, Ms. Melanie.
Yes?
Where do you reside?
And now I'm in the crosshairs. I live in a regular house. What's so funny about that?
That's so lame. It's all about apartments and skyscrapers nowadays. True. Have you seen the view from the top floor? You'll rethink your view on life.
I enjoy my life the way it is, so I don't need any of that.
No, you mean you can't get any of that, right? You really should fix that, or your child might learn the wrong things too. Let's learn to use grammar correctly, huh? Why do you have to flex there, of all places? I mean, seeing these super skyscraper apartment tenants, I'm sure you want to at least try to flex.
I'm not trying to flex.
Oh, come on. Let's think of the positives of living in a regular house. You're so kind, Miss Nancy. Honestly, no one would ever think of that, but that's a really difficult question. You have to find a silver lining in everything. That's how the Bay Area mums do it. You're definitely our hero. I'll look for something for sure. How about the trash is nearby?
True.
I live in the 38th floor, so taking out the trash is such a pain. What else? You'd probably be pretty tough after cleaning around the entrance and whatnot. Since you're, forced to do that kind of grunt work.
True.
I haven't heard anyone mention a regular house in a long time. Maybe it's nice because it brings a new taste to our conversations. There must be a strong community between your neighbors, huh? Yeah, we have old people who take our trash for us, so we never have to have that kind of local interaction. There's a dust chute, and our privacy is protected too. I'm sure that there's peeping Toms. That's so terrifying. Are you sure your house is okay, Ms. Melanie?
I've never heard of that around our place. Everyone is very polite where I live.
I love that. It's so stimulating living in an area with a very local and polite population.
I guess. Thanks. I want to go home.
Hey, Ms. Melanie, can you tell me your address?
Bay Area District 334 2005.
That makes me want to think of a southern accent. What kind of place do y'all live in? Let's see. What's wrong? I looked at the address she told me, but man, what is going on here? You live in some kind of pasture? Was Seattle this full of nature? Wait, is this really the Bay Area or even Seattle? Do you have some kind of farm? Or maybe it's some kind of nature hippie thing? How does everyone even fit in here? This is such a tiny, dinky house. I guess it's so safe to live in the apartments in the Bay Area, huh?
I cannot handle dealing with the hicks around town.
Yeah, this is not something that we would do.
The whole one-up festival going on in front of me. I was just waiting for the time to go by. These apartments were actually almost as dangerous as some ghettos in a different way.
Hey, Miss Melanie, can I swing by your house sometime?
My house?
Please think of it as a field trip. I couldn't find myself living in this kind of house even if I tried. True. Maybe it's good to stoop down sometimes to change your perspective.
Ms. Nancy, who lives on the 38th floor of the skyscraper apartments, whose husband owns hotels. I, who live on the 16th floor of the skyscraper apartments, whose husband is a casino owner.
We couldn't think of living anywhere other than a skyscraper. I live in the best room on the 5th floor. My husband runs 8 barber stores. I really can't think of living anywhere other than a skyscraper apartment.
I mean, my view is nice.
There's no point in living in the other areas, to be honest.
Even living in the same skyscraper building, if you don't live here, it doesn't mean anything.
Even the skyscrapers in LA are pretty horrible. That means our Bay Area apartments are the best.
Bay Area wins.
Number one.
They never stopped bragging and being slobs in general. They even looked at the cake I brought and said they couldn't eat non-name brand cake. The lunch doesn't taste like lunch, it tastes like lynching. I was finally released after it was late enough. So yeah, they're going to be coming by next weekend. What do you think I should do?
I'm never going to forgive them. Trouble Buster is probably inappropriate.
No, it's not that bad yet.
Nope, you've already been selected as the target for the group to mount you. You need to make them understand pain.
Alan was right, I just had to say yes to that. To protect myself in the future, I was going to fight back. Trouble Busters. Sorry for coming by on such short notice. So, yeah, I'm going to have a very important group of guests coming. I hope you all do your best.
I wonder where Miss Melanie is. How could she invite us like this and be late? How rude. It says she'll pick us up at the entrance. This horrible mood and atmosphere. Maybe that's fitting for her, huh?
Sorry to keep you all waiting. I was getting ready for the cuisine. I could only get this car ready for you all.
Yeah, I'm sure the fancy dress-up that you're not used to takes time, huh? You could have told me so that I could refer you to a rental place.
I'm not sure if you could rent this material.
That material is potentially not rentable.
Anyway, did you make us wait to go pick up your rental car? Rental car? This vehicle is owned by my house.
How dare you make such an obvious lie? You need to stop pretending so much. It's cringy to watch.
Let's go to the house already, shall we? We're here. I want you all to really enjoy yourselves for the day.
Oh, what kind of joke is this?
There's no way you could live in an amazing place like this.
You don't just have to flex just because we live in skyscrapers.
This is completely different from what we've seen on Google Maps. Oh, that's probably just the shed, right over there. The yard and lawn are too large, so that's probably why they only got the corner. This lawn, it's beautiful.
The shed is essentially brand new.
This is just an old storage unit. I've had some people remodel it into a doghouse. This is a doghouse? It's too big. Huh? You think so? I think doghouses are pretty much this size. This is the shed that you were talking about on Google Maps. But it doesn't look like what we saw a second ago. Oh, you only saw the lawn with the garden from the street. Maybe you thought the doghouse was my house? That there was just a small house in the middle of a pasture? We saw the doghouse? Yeah, I didn't think you could mistake it for a house.
A freaking castle?
Oh, and you, don't be so dramatic. It does have 3 floors and a roof, though.
No way. This is incredible. Damn it, why is this boring, ugly bitch living in this gigantic mansion? Wait, are those people?
Yeah, they're my employees.
What a high and mighty way to put it. It's a weird place for a kitchen.
I prepared it for today. I had some great people fly in all the way from New York to help cook our food today.
Huh? They'll cook it in front of us?
I wanted to give you all the best of the best.
That's incredible. How humble a real celebrity can be.
Your outfit is wonderful as well.
The air is just elegant.
Thank you.
Who are you, Miss Melanie?
What? I'm just a regular housewife.
No way. What does your husband do?
I think he does something related to real estate. He apparently holds a large stake in the Bay Area real estate. By the way, that skyscraper that you were all so kind to invite me to, it's property of my husband.
What? Huh? You're lying.
He was just lucky enough to own the land. There's no reason to be surprised.
I've completely lost interest in Miss Nancy.
Actually, me too.
I mean, Miss Nancy just lacks a certain elegance about her that Miss Melanie wears with ease. She just wears a bunch of brand goods to show off. What a fake.
Maybe those brands are fake too. Please eat up. Hey, Miss Melanie?
Let's stop talking like we're not friends. We're friends, right?
Friends?
Yeah, best of friends.
Yeah, I'm going to politely decline.
Why? I mean, I'm sure we're not at your level, but we're on your side. We're your group of people.
Do you all understand the meaning of friends? Friends aren't there for you to segregate based on good or bad or status. I don't want to be part of your horrible one-up fest. I don't want to be so poor in my heart that I have to one-up people. Besides, I already have a best friend. Oh yeah, Ms. Nancy? I have a complaint coming from a friend in the skyscraper. What's going on? You seem to be throwing a tantrum every night. That mansion has excellent sound deadening, but you're being loud enough to get through it. Is your room a club or something?
What are you talking about? I don't know.
I see. Then do you know them? You've apparently been horrible and trashy towards people.
Oh my gosh, you've been around people this trashy? I don't know people that look this trashy.
Okay, take a look here. This is clearly you, all right.
I can't believe that you actually interact with these lowlifes. This is just Photoshop.
It's not. It's straight from the security cameras in the apartments.
But why would you do that?
I would because I own the floor above the 38th floor.
You mean the penthouse, 39th floor, only reserved for gods?
I'm not a god, but I own the 39th floor.
What?
I got it as a birthday present last year, so I'm just complaining about my neighbors. Is that a problem? You're really loud, so I'd love for you to understand. You need to be quiet.
What a loser.
She can't even say anything back. Next, Ms. Lily.
Yes?
You've been telling Ms. Nancy's secrets to all of the people at her child's kindergarten to make her look bad, right?
You've been doing that? I said it was a secret.
And you've really been making things look bad. What a small world we live in. People will find out real fast.
Wow, what a typical Karen. Gross.
What? You of all people shouldn't be talking.
What?
You've been messing around with Nancy's husband. Besides, you were going to cuck Nancy with sleeping with her husband so you could live on the 38th floor, right?
What the hell is she talking about, Teresa? I've been taking great care of you. This is like biting the hand that feeds you. What are you, mad now? What's wrong with you calling a dog a dog? I mean, at least a dog doesn't bite you after feeding them. You're worse than a dog. You too, Lily. Your very existence is vile. I lost a ring that I left in the living room. You're the thief, right?
May I have some, Mom? Did you wash your hands? I did. Hey, then let's enjoy our meal.
I don't need proof. You look like a thief, so it makes sense that I'd assume you did it. How dare you, you thief!
Ow! What the hell?
That's it! What the hell? Ow, you little bitch! Screw you!
There's the real Teresa, you slut!
Die!
Sounds like we're having our own little MMA tournament. Hey, Susan, don't talk down to MMA fighters like that. True, I'll keep it to myself.
I didn't like you to begin with.
That's what I was gonna say, bitch!
Get the hell out of the skyscraper!
Yeah, you guys just get out of my house. It's what happens to people who believe that you can only have a nice life in the Bay Area. For about 20 minutes, they were playing Super Smash Mums. They had broken several interior pieces along the way, totaling up to about $20 million in damages. Ah, the air is so clean. I didn't think that the three of them would leave the apartments. I guess the $20 million really hurt. After looking at the security cameras, Nancy owed $12 million, Lily $5 million, and Teresa $3 million. They were all divorced by their husbands after they heard and were chased out. They've been acting like thirst traps trying to find the next man to leech their wealth off of. Some things never change. There is something that's been bothering me, though. What's that? When those rotten eggs were fighting, normally the room is empty, but this time, Dad's collection goods were all randomly placed around the room. Was that just a coincidence? I don't know. Smart, she knows what's going on. I'm not completely sure, but actually...
If people mess with my Melanie, I want to make sure they regret everything I've done.
What's up, Mom? Nothing, dear. Fallon did this, thinking that this would happen. That's terrifying. Whatever the case, the three were chased out of the apartment, and we had our peace again. Troublebusters.